The relationship between the people that we are doing human towers is really peculiar because we can have our differences when we are not doing the tower, but in the moment of doing the tower, we have to trust in each other. And when you success and you complete a tower that is really difficult and you, for example, has been a lot of weeks training for, it's really nice to celebrate it with all the people because you know that every single person that is there has put an effort to do that. And it's a relationship that we have with every people that is there that is really nice.
La Spagna è una delle mete preferite degli studenti europei che vogliono arricchire il proprio percorso di studi con un'esperienza all'estero. Il paese iberico infatti è ritenuto socialmente e culturalmente aperto, insomma un luogo dove sembra facile fare amicizia e creare legami. In questo contesto sembra più semplice preservare la salute mentale degli studenti, che come sappiamo devono confrontarsi da un lato dalla pressione della performance degli esami e dall'altro dalla consapevolezza che una volta usciti dall'università ad aspettarli ci sarà un mondo del lavoro ipercompetitivo che non li accoglierà certo a braccia aperte. In Catalogna, ad esempio, esiste una popolarissima ed antica tradizione che crea socialità limitando l'isolamento e l'emarginazione. Stiamo parlando dei castells, le torri umane formate da decine di persone per creare esibizioni spettacolari che riuniscono tutta la cittadinanza e si trovano anche in scuole e università della regione. Con VD siamo stati a Lleida, vicino a Barcellona, durante gli allenamenti dei castellers dell'università locale. La giornalista Sara Del Dot ci accompagna in questa puntata di Hey Mate, Students in Action Around Europe, una serie che VD ha realizzato insieme al network di media europei Sphera Network. Un viaggio in 5 paesi per raccontare i volti e le lotte della generazione che sta plasmando l'Europa del futuro.
Siamo venuti in questo posto con i soffitti altissimi per assistere a un allenamento dei Marracos, un gruppo di ragazzi e ragazze che realizzano le spettacolari e tradizionali torri umane nella città di Lleida, in Catalogna. Questa è solo una delle attività connesse all'Università di Lleida e siamo venuti a conoscerla accompagnati da Ivan.
Okay, perfect. My name is Ivan, I'm 19. I was born here in Lleida. Now I'm studying the second year of the nursing degree. I'm also working on a place that are living disabled people, helping them to do their activities in their daily life. I always knew that I wanted to study a healthcare degree because I really like caring of others, and I finally decided for nursing because I think that is the profession that is more in contact with the patient, and it was really important for me. Lleida is not a really big town compared to Barcelona or Madrid. It's smaller and the university is quite big. So there are a lot of people from all places here in Catalonia, but also in Spain, that comes to Lleida to study. We have a lot of university life and you can do a lot of things. The University of Lleida offers you the possibility to join some clubs or some activities to do when you finish the classes. You can join a lot of sports clubs like volleyball, football, basketball, but also there are other things like chess club or drama club. There is also another option. Here in Catalonia we have a tradition that are human towers. It's an activity that is only done here in our region, and in each town there is one group of people that are doing that. It's a tradition that started 200 years ago near to Tarragona in a town that it's called Valls. There were two groups and they were like competing with each other to see which one was making the highest tower. So since then, the villages around Valls started to doing it, and now we are doing in all Catalonia. Here in Lleida we have Castellers de Lleida. Castellers is like the translation of human tower in Catalan. But the university also offers the opportunity to join one group of human towers that it's only composed of people that are studying at the university. The name of the group is Los Marracos de la UDL. UDL is University of Lleida, and Los Marracos is one typical character of the city of Lleida. It's like a dragon. We took this name because it was like a characteristic thing of our town, so Los Marracos de la UDL.
Ivan ci ha aperto le porte dell'università e tra poco seguiremo gli allenamenti, ma prima di questo vi lascio qualche informazione così potete inquadrare la tradizione dei Castells e l'impatto enorme che ha sugli studenti di università e scuole in Catalogna. Secondo stime recenti sarebbero circa 13.500 le persone che in tutta la Catalogna di diverse età partecipano ai Castells e sono divisi in circa 100 gruppi. Prendiamo in considerazione un'unità ristretta, formata anche solo da una rete di nodi essenziali, 5 persone che interagiscono insieme durante un'esibizione. Ecco, questo modello produce già da solo 10 connessioni e pensate che ogni volta in cui i numerosi gruppi si riuniscono per le esibizioni, quel numero si moltiplica migliaia di volte. Queste sono appunto connessioni fisiche, da cui possono nascere anche amicizie, amori e solidarietà. Insomma, parliamo di un vero e proprio welfare informale, che riduce le disuguaglianze e aumenta la coesione sociale. Ci sono quindi effetti evidenti sul benessere personale e sociale. Il problema arriva quando l'esibizione diventa una corsa alla performance. Proprio per questo, nel 2024, i Castellers de Vilafranca, che sono uno dei gruppi più importanti, ha implementato un programma di supporto psicologico e gestione dello stress. Ora però torniamo da Ivan, che ci racconterà la sua esperienza.
I was doing human towers in Castellers de Lleida since I was really little. My aunt used to do human towers when she was young. She always was telling me like I was doing that and show me photos, and I really enjoy it. I found it really crazy and I really like it, and I told my parents to do it when I was like 7 years old, more or less. They thought that it was dangerous, but tenía muchas ganas. I was really excited to do it, so finally they take me to one training of human towers, and since then I'm doing it. When I arrived here in the university, I decided that it was like the perfect opportunity to meet new people and do a thing that I really enjoy. We have more or less like 100, 150 people coming. We join 2 or 3 times per week, and we train the different towers that we want to do then in the exhibition, and we meet with other groups of other towns to make an exhibition. Human Towers is an activity that is really inclusive because we need a lot of people to make the tower success, and all the silhouette are important because on the top of the tower we need people really small and really light to climb on top, but we need as well people really strong and a bit bigger to be on the bottom taking all the weight. So everyone has his place there. The main purpose of this activity is not to compete between teams, is to compete with your own group, because you are doing these towers, but when you complete one, then you want to do it another higher or another more complicated. It's just about to superate yourself and trying hard to reach your goal. We are like training the tower by parts. There is like the base of the tower, that is where the most amount of the people is. Then we have like the middle part, and then there is the top part that is like the more complicated. The last person that goes on top, it's called Anchaneta. It's like the smallest person that is doing the tower, and when the Anchaneta reaches the top and raise his or her hand, we say that the tower is carregat. But then we start to go back, and all the people like start going back. And when the last person reaches the floor, we say that it's descarregat. If you make your castle or your tower carregat, it's good because it means that you have complete the half of the tower. But the important thing is also to descarregar the tower. Since 2010, human towers are UNESCO heritage, and it's like a recognition that they have made to us. Some years ago, people use it to protest or to show their ideology, because it's an activity that is very related with the Catalan identity and to our language, to our culture, and it was a way to show it to the world. It's like a letter of presentation of Catalonia to the world. When I started in university, people told me, in your class or in the university, you are going to meet your classmates, but if you go to Los Marracos, you are going to find your friends. And I think that it's a really good way to meet a lot of people that like the same things as you. And in my case, it was really nice because I meet a lot of people that now are my friends and are the ones that when I go to parties or if I want to travel, I do it with them. It's a really good way to meet new people.
Questa era la storia di Ivan, che abbiamo raccontato sul campo a Lleida per la serie Hey Mate, Students in Action Around Europe. Negli altri episodi che troverete sui nostri canali vi faremo conoscere i giovani volti del cambiamento sociale in Francia, Polonia, Ungheria e Grecia. Ognuno di loro, con le sue sfaccettature, rappresenta un pezzo della comunità che come nuove generazioni europee vogliamo contribuire a costruire insieme. La serie Hey Mate è stata realizzata da VD in collaborazione con Sphera Network, una rete di media europei per la quale VD da alcuni anni rappresenta l'Italia. Il progetto, che è promosso dalla Commissione europea, ci permette oggi di raccontare al pubblico italiano le sfide sociali delle nuove generazioni, con un approccio cross-border e internazionale. Se volete saperne di più, trovate tutte le informazioni sui canali di VD. Io invece vi saluto, ci vediamo alla prossima puntata.